28th of March 2012, this is Capital FM Online TV News. In the headlines, employees now set to pay higher monthly contributions to NHIF. Muslim leaders accuse Raila of reneging on pre-election MOU. Wetangula admits former law firm tied to Turkana oil block sale. Committee on ICC expects to hear testimonies from Kibaki and Raila. And neighbor admits raping and killing 21-year-old JKUAT student. Good evening, I'm Victoria Rubadiri. Employees are now set to pay higher monthly contributions to the National Health Insurance Scheme after the High Court threw out a case by KOTU that had tried to block the increment. High Court Judge Muhammad Warsame said the case filed by the trade union had no merit and gave NHIF the go-ahead to implement new rates. Justice Warsame said in his ruling that the industrial court had dismissed the same case last year and therefore KOTU should have appealed at the Court of Appeal rather than taking the case to the High Court. The ruling could see NHIF increase the rates from the maximum 320 shillings to 2,000 shillings for those earning over 100,000 shillings. Prime Minister Raila Odinga's fortunes at the coast have taken a turn for the worse after nominated MP Sheikh Mohammed Dor and other Muslim leaders have accused him of backtracking on a pre-election MOU signed with them. The leaders, who joined sacked Tourism Minister Najib Balala at a press briefing at his Nairobi home, accused the Premier of betraying the agreement he signed with the National Forum of Leaders of Muslim Organizations prior to the 2007 polls. NAMLEF Chairman Sheikh Abdullahi Abdi says that Raila should not be trusted with the leadership of this country.
Waziri ambaye alitaguliwa kwamba waziri bora kwenye masala ya utalii. Kenya hii ambayo ina shida ya pesa za kigeni ikaweza kuondosha waziri wa Kiislamu pwani na kuweka waziri ambaye si Muislamu ni kujaribu kuleta fitna baina ya Waislamu na ambao si Waislamu. Lakini sisi watu wa pwani tuashirikiana na Wakenya wote, dini zote, makabila yote.
Balala has, on the other hand, maintained that he lost his cabinet post for standing by the truth, adding that the Orange Democratic Movement lacks democracy. But Raila has justified his move to sack Balala, saying he was not adding value to ODM. The Premier told a political rally at the Tononoka grounds in Mombasa that Balala had outrightly opposed ODM and had to be kicked out. Cabinet Minister Moses Wetangula has now admitted that his former law firm was involved in an 800 million shilling transaction for an oil block in Turkana. The newly appointed trade minister, however, says that he retired from the firm that he established in 1983, 9 years ago, when he was first appointed into the cabinet. He adds that he does not enjoy any financial benefits from the firm, which, however, continues carrying his name as he is no longer a partner. Wetangula has also refuted claims that he was party to the land transaction, challenging those in doubt to review the records. The Parliamentary Committee on Defence and Foreign Relations, which is investigating documents tabled in Parliament alleging that the UK was manipulating the ongoing ICC process, says it is planning to hear testimonies from President Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Chairman Aidan Kanan said that it plans to give audience to all persons who have been mentioned adversely in connection to the documents tabled in the House by MPs Charles Kilonzo and Aden Duale. This came as MPs in the committee claimed that the executive arm of government was being reluctant to share information with Parliament on the matter, which they say has been in the public domain for more than 2 weeks. But Internal Security Minister George Saitoti was appearing as a member of Cabinet Committee on ICC matters, refuted the claims and asked for time to allow police to finish investigations into the matter. Police in Nairobi have detained a man after he confessed to having raped and murdered a university student in a city suburb. The body of the 21-year-old girl, identified by family and police as Edna Mogambi, was found hidden under her bed. She was a student of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Karen campus, where she was pursuing a bachelor's degree in purchasing and supplies. The man detained by police is a neighbor to the girl and was not initially suspected in the murder until this morning when he accompanied the girl's relatives to the industrial police station where he was detained. Makadara Police Chief Thomas Atuti says the man, who was a neighbor of the Jakwat student, has also confessed that after killing the girl, he sent a text message to her sister trying to fix one of her friends. A sister of the deceased told journalists that she received a text message from her sister saying she was being attacked by her neighbor. A post-mortem at the Chiromo mortuary yesterday has shown that the deceased was raped and died after being hit by a blunt object on the head. And that does it for our top stories of the day. Thank you for joining us. I'm Victoria Rubadiri.